What is up, everybody? I want to talk about three things today. Number one, how I'm creating my very own free dividend orchard. Number two, when is YieldMax going to zero? I mean, a bunch of YouTubers told us that was going to happen, right? When is that happening? And then third thing I want to talk about is the rise of Tesla. This is Mike, the tactical. Well, today, the surgical stock scalper. All right. So to begin today, I bought Amazon. I went long on calls on Amazon at the 195 level today. I put this in my Discord that I was going long on calls there, and it was consolidating. Looked like 195 was giving it some kind of support, so it looked like a good risk reward for me. So I went long on Amazon, and then I took the profits. So we're not going to call them profits anymore. We're going to call it free money. So then I took the free money from my Amazon calls today and bought more SQY. And yeah, it's great. I mean, you have an initial investment at a position, it goes up, you sell that position, and the profits after that are free money, right? I mean, can we all agree on that, or no? Is that not free money? Would you rather call it something else? No, that's what I'm going to call it, free money. So yeah, I took the free money, and now I bought SQY. Well, there's a couple reasons. Number one, why even buy a YieldMax fund with it when we've been told they're going to zero? Oh, more on that in a minute. But why I buy a dividend fund with it is because I want those dividends for a long time for absolutely free. If the Lord was to call me home today, my wife would receive these dividends. She wouldn't have to reinvest if she didn't want to. She could just go out and pluck like my boy Jimmy says, a delicious orange, a dividend orange right off the tree. So juicy. And you can just let the juices dribble all on you, or you can just keep reinvesting the free dividends and get bigger dividends for free in the future. It's your call, however you want to do it. So I do that instead of taking my profits, free money, and putting them into a stock where my wife would have to sell at some point to get the money she needs to live off of. So for me, it just makes sense to buy a YieldMax fund. Now, why would I buy SQY? Boys, Square's been taking money. You know, they charge a fee. And we've been in this food business for 15 years and have used Square for about 12 or 13 years. Well, they take a percentage out with each credit card sale. And as the years go on, more and more people are using debit. So they're taking more and more money out. So I figured, what the heck? It's a personal choice on SQY. Why not get some of that money back that they've been taking from my family, right? So there we go. Tip for tap, Square. Even though it's not Square owned, it's YieldMax, yada, yada. We get it. They sell cover calls on Square, Block, and then you get the dividends from that, from the premium that they're selling calls on. So anyway, I'm building my dividend orchard, and I'm going to be buying some dividend stocks with my free money, all different kinds, some safe ones, some risky ones, whatever I personally choose to buy. Now I want to ask you a question. We were told, oh my gosh, so many YouTube presenters, not just one, not just two, many made basically a living off YouTube from, well, a living. YouTube don't pay that much. They're willing to sacrifice themselves and throw themselves on the sword of YieldMax's trash and YieldMax going to zero, right? For the YouTube money, of course. So when is it happening? Because we were all told that it was happening. Are you telling me that possibly YouTube presenters are just regular people that, and their opinions are obviously wrong, but that they are just regular people, that you yourself, when all you have to do is like I do, put your phone on something and hit record. Voila, you're now a YouTuber. You're just a regular guy just like me. Even though these people pretend to, they'll say not financial advice. And thank goodness they put that in there, right? Oh my goodness, thank goodness they put that in there. But that still doesn't detract people from following them. So they say YieldMax is trash. YieldMax is a scam. YieldMax is going to zero. But somehow that's not happening. And as a matter of fact, things like Nvidia and Coney, guys, are on the cusp of getting their return on investment paid by those people who bought at inception with no more money added. Of course, you had to buy it at inception, not put any more money in, reinvest the dividends, and now your return on investment is paid. You didn't even have to reinvest the dividends. You could have put them in something else. You could have went out to eat with them. Who cares? Doesn't matter. The fact remains, the return on investment is almost paid off on those two. So I want to know, when is YieldMax going to zero? I'm not seeing any more videos about it. Are you? Are you seeing any more YieldMax going to zero or YieldMax is trash videos? Because I'm not. Maybe I'm just not watching the right morons. I don't know. But I'm not seeing it anymore. Matter of fact, I'm seeing more and more people jump on the ship that were, making fun of other YouTube presenters for being in YouTube, making fun of their accounts. And now they're getting more involved in YieldMax, which is great that they're finally seeing, wow, these things are actually working. And that's awesome for them. That's great for their family, and it's great for them. So, wonderful stuff. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is the rise of Tesla. Okay. What? All these people, now I don't own Tesla, okay? Now all these people that, again, made a living or whatever, YouTube pays them, not a living at all. But anyway, they were willing to put their reputation on the line to say, YieldMax is trash, YieldMax is going to zero. Right? Now we know that they have no idea what they're talking about whatsoever. We knew then, but now it's being confirmed with the ROI. So anyway, what about, as Tesla continues to rise, Tesla's dividends now are getting bigger. And as Tesla continues to go up, if it does, and YieldMax starts scattering their strikes, and the dividends get even higher and higher and higher, what are these people going to say then? When all these people, and there's a lot of people, guys, that have Tesla, a lot. What is going to happen when their return on investment is paid off? What can you say then? Oh, they'll say something. They'll say moronic things like, wait for a down market. I have no idea what they're going to come up with next. They'll probably go with the tactic of all they have left is attacking YouTubers, because they have nothing left to stand on. Their credibility is gone. They're just normal people that press record on a computer or a phone, and now it's being shown that they've never had any idea what they were talking about from the beginning. Right? I don't know how else you can cut it. But congratulations to all the Tesla holders, and I hope Tesla continues to rip for you. And there's nothing wrong with having conviction in a company. I have conviction in a lot of companies. You could say things like, I believe in this company, and people will make fun of you for saying that, but that's okay. As long as you have conviction based upon the chart or, whatever else you feel you need to have conviction on, it doesn't matter. If you have conviction on something, that's great, because that's kind of what all this is based upon. I have conviction on a lot of stocks due to their fundamentals, right? I have conviction on these things. Could they all go south? Absolutely. Could Apple or Amazon or Costco or Pepsi or Coke or any of these other stocks I've owned for a very long time collapse? Well, sure, but I have conviction that they will continue moving forward in the future. So it's okay to have conviction on things, and as they go up, just enjoy the ride. And it has been incredible with YieldMax, and I hope you are experiencing this massive NAV erection in NVIDIA like me, AMZ like me, and many of the other things. YMAG, oh my God, I could keep going on and on with the list of things I own that continue to rip up, not just share price, but dividends included. What a wonderful time to be an investor. And I'm just still waiting for YieldMax to go to zero like they told us it would. This is Mike, the Tactical. And for today, the Surgical Stock Scalper, out.